Okay, I'm like really positioning this to make sure y'all have all of me in my entirety. Welcome to the first episode of the No I Will Not Shut Up podcast with your host, me, Jalissa, of course. Like, who else? Okay, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I've been wanting to plan this episode for so long, but I was pushing things off because I was striving for perfection really, really badly. At the end of the day, this is your sign that, like, if you guys really want something to be done, the only thing that's really stopping you from your own success is you. Like, I've been holding it in for a really long time, but I've been honestly been super angry at myself, and I keep using things as like excuses for why I haven't like started my content yet. And it's really been me. Like, all along, the answer was me. And I decided like this year, like, I want to change that. Like, I really do. So here I am looking crusty and dusty for you guys, but it's okay. We're about to get pretty because I have a bunch of new products I wanted to try out, and I really want to try them out before attempting to wear it to work, and then my makeup slides off of my face. So I was like, why not test it out today? Okay, so I just laid my wig again with the Erica J glue. This is my favorite glue. Honestly, side note, that brings me, let me get into this rant, because I stand by this glue, right? This is the Erica J glue. Is this how influencers hold it? The hold me down glue? I don't really care. But this is my favorite glue. I've been rocking with Erica J for years. Like, she is literally who started me on this lace front journey. Like, without her, do you see how my lace front is giving skin and I haven't even laid it down yet? Like, without her, I would be looking like this. Like, crazy. But y'all, like, I just wanted to talk about, one of the topics I wanted to talk about today was just a lot of stuff that I find wrong with our generation. And I'm Gen Z, I'm 22, so I wanted to also put this perspective in mind that I'm speaking as a voice of Gen Z to Gen Z. Like, something has got to give. The entitlement that people have on the internet is insane to me. Insane. Because yes, in a perfect world, everyone would be so nice and accommodating to each other, but unfortunately, that's not gonna happen. Like, nobody owes you anything. At the end of the day, no one owes you shit. So the reason why I bring up this Erica J glue, aside from it being amazing, is the fact that, oh, and I also use the spray as well. And this is not sponsored. I actually love her products. But one day I was scrolling through TikTok, and I honestly, quite frankly, don't like using TikTok. I don't know what it is, but I'm very I'm very peculiar about my algorithm, which is why I love Instagram and YouTube. Like, I feel like they usually have the best like algorithm when it comes to like my feed, like curating my feed, and TikTok does not have that. Like, no matter how many times I click see less like this on a white person's TikTok, so I'm sorry, I don't want to see no white people on my TikTok. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to see any white people on my TikTok. They still always appear. I don't understand that. I sound over dramatic, but I'm being so serious. Like, I really hate using TikTok, y'all. So I am probably like one of the very few Gen Z people out there that does not use TikTok. The only reason why I've been using TikTok is just because I'm like, I should really force myself to use it just to like keep up with the trends, because technically I was a communications major in school, and if I were to so happen to actually follow what I did in college and land a job in social media, like, I'm gonna have to use TikTok. You know, I'm gonna have to know how to use TikTok, right? So on today's list of TikToks that pissed me off, I found this video of this girl saying how she does not like the Erica J glue, right? And it was so weird because, so it was kind of like a response video to her original video. So let me take it back from the top. So the original video was this girl posting a review, if you were to call it, of the Erica J glue, and she was just complaining about how, you know, like, the glue is really bad, and mind you, I'm saying in a very PG-13 sense, but she was pretty much like cussing up a storm, saying how the glue is trash, and she like ripped it off of her head dramatically, saying how like, yeah, I can't hold shit, da da da. Okay, cool. So Erica J responds to the video by saying like, do you want like a cookie? Do you want clout? Like, okay. If you guys hear voices in the background, my mom and her friend is here. But yeah, like it was just super weird. So Erica J had responded to it saying like, do you want clout? Like, what was the purpose of this video? So the original creator responds back to the video by complaining about how Erica J's response wasn't professional. Okay. Like it was just super weird. Like she responded to the video by saying like, oh, this is not how a business owner is supposed to react. Like, what do you mean? I want clout. I'm over here giving you a review of your product and I'm saying the product doesn't work for you, and instead of giving me tips and tricks and how to use your glue properly, you ridicule me, blah blah blah. And then she starts speaking Creole, which I'm Jamaican, so I don't know what the fuck she was saying. But I just found that video so weird because yes, on the business perspective, like, I feel like Erica J should have just not responded to the video, period. But at the end of the day, she's human as well, so I don't blame her for responding to the video. But it was like, you want her to give you tips and tricks on how to use the glue after publicly dogging her glue. Like I said, y'all, like I'm gonna see if I can include the video here, or if I find it. But she wasn't necessarily being like, oh, the glue was bad, I hate this glue, blah blah blah, and then like just calling it a day, right? She literally was like, this glue is shit, and it like rips off the wig. And it's just like, girl, like, how do you really expect her to respond to that video? Like, it did kind of seem like you wanted clout, girl. Like, what? And it was just super weird to me how, like, at the end of the day, the thing that baffled me the most about that interaction was, why do you expect people to be nice to you after... There's like hair in my mouth. But at the end of the day, it just really baffled me how, like, I just really don't understand, why do you expect people to be nice to you after being rude to them? At the end of the day, yes, she is a business owner, but I really don't think that justifies like her response. Mind you, like, Erica J, all she said was, do you want clout? Like, girl, like, that's it. She didn't like publicly like defame you or criticize you or anything like that. She just said, do you want clout? And the girl took it upon herself to be dramatic and extra about it, quite frankly, and say that it wasn't professional for her to do that. You should have given me tips and tricks. Why would I give you tips and tricks? And here's my thing. As an Erica J stan, now here is my favoritism, and you can call it being biased coming in, right? So I've been a fan of Erica J for years. Like I said, if it wasn't for her, I would not know how to lay these wigs, child. Her content is literally, if you scroll through her YouTube, she has entire videos of step-by-step how to use her glue or how to lay lace front wigs. Even before her lace front glue had dropped, she was still posting content of like tutorials on how to style wigs using like bolt hold or whatever the glue was back then. Like, she had various content of how to lay wigs, and then obviously when she dropped her brand, now she started posting content on how to use her tips, how to use her glue. And it was just super weird to me because it's like, girl, you really expected her to respond back to you with like, I guess like a 5-minute tutorial of how to properly use her glue, but her entire content is based off of that. I'm sure if you, like I said, I don't be on TikTok, but I'm sure if you go on her TikTok is most likely the same thing. Because if her YouTube is full of videos of her doing wig tutorials, I'm sure her TikTok is the same thing. Why do you expect people to be nice to you after being rude to them? It doesn't make any sense. And I don't care what type of level of celebrity that you are. Don't expect things from people, is all I'm gonna say. Like, don't expect things from people. Don't expect people to be nice to you. Like, I just don't understand that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand that. So yeah, that video really pissed me off. And then that leads me into the second TikTok that pissed me off. So I would really love to hear different opinions on this. I forgot I'm supposed to be doing my makeup as well. But I would really love to hear y'all like different opinions on this, because to me this whole thing doesn't make any sense, right? And call me mean, because granted I was raised in a very like Jamaican household, so like maybe it's because like the way I was raised I don't expect shit from people. But it's like, okay. So another video that went viral was this girl was apparently on TikTok crying because she was searching for these cowboy boots. Like, for the longest time she's been looking for cowboy boots. She was trying to find high and low, like the best quality cowboy boots. She couldn't find them. One day she was walking down the street, she sees a girl wearing really nice cowboy boots. So she asks the girl like, hey, like, I really like your boots, blah blah blah, like, where did you get them from? And the girl that she asks apparently does not answer her question. Like, she just kind of like gatekeeps it and walks away. So then now this girl is on the internet crying and saying how like this girl is not supposedly a girl's girl by giving her the link to the boots. And like I said, she's on the internet crying about it. As I say this story, do y'all like, am I the only one that's like picking up on like, okay, who cares? Like, because it's like, bro, like, I just really don't understand, y'all. I don't understand why you guys have expectations from people. I'm gonna be honest, in my opinion, if I was that girl, would I have given her the link to the boots? Hell yes. I have been asked various times like, oh, like, your makeup is really nice, like, what is this, what is, and I never personally understood the art of gatekeeping, I guess. Like, I never really understood why it was really a thing. I will say now that I'm getting more into like fashion and like certain things, I kind of understand gatekeeping in the sense of like, for example, if there was like a low-key website that now is blown up, which happens, which I've seen a lot, like, you know, of course their prices could increase and everything like that. So I understand like kind of gatekeeping brands in a sense, because you don't want it to really become popular. And on top of that, like, this girl, she very clearly took it to the internet, so I'm sure that she was gonna post those boots to the internet. And who knows if this is like some low-key underrated boot that if it blows up, like, now, you know, they're gonna start charging $200 for. Like, who knows the background? But at the end of the day, it was her boots. People do not owe you anything. Like, guys, let me take your hand while I say this. People do not owe you anything. I'm sorry, and that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Like, I really don't understand, because this caused like such a big discourse on TikTok. And on one hand, you have a lot of people saying like, you know, like, who cares? Like me, like, who cares, girl? Like, she just didn't want to give you the boots. Like, some people want to gatekeep, and that's fine. Keep it pushing. And then on the other hand, people are ridiculing whoever this mystery girl is and saying like, oh, at the end of the day, like, that's not being a girl's girl. For me, I keep forgetting. So I got this new Danessa Myricks Yummy Serum. Yeah. Oh my god, it actually does work. I got this new Yummy Serum from Danessa Myricks, and I keep forgetting that you're not supposed to shake it. You're supposed to tap the bottom, but that's so like weird. And as someone with nails, like, it's like very hard to apply, I feel like. But that's just me. But yeah, I just found it just super weird, and I find it personally more embarrassing that you at your big age would just post on the internet like this whole embarrassing story about how you didn't get the link to the boots. Like, I personally find that more embarrassing than the girl gatekeeping the boots. Cause who knows, like, what if the boots went viral the next day? What if somebody found the boots and posted them the next day, and then it's like, girl, damn, you did all that gatekeeping for nothing. But at the end of the day, I just don't understand, like, I feel like I sound so mean for saying this, but like, I genuinely feel like we should just normalize like how people, it's their lives. It's their lives, and if they don't want to give you, if someone wants to gatekeep something, if someone doesn't want to answer your question, if someone doesn't, like, they are entitled to. They don't know you. You are a stranger. You are a stranger, honey. Nobody owes you anything. Okay? And that is my opinion on the situation. Like, but I just say that to say, like, with those, the moral of these two TikToks combined is I just really feel like people should really stop expecting things from people. Like, and I know I keep saying that over and over and over, but it's like, dude, I learned from the very early age that not everyone is your friend. And like I said, I do consider myself a girl's girl. In my opinion, I would have personally given that girl the link to the boots, but not everyone is like that. And you just have to realize that, like, not everyone is like you. Not everyone is as nice as you. And you gotta keep it pushing. That's just it. Like, at the end of the day, like, one of the hardest realizations to me was realizing that, like, not everyone is as nice as I am. And I know that kind of sounds like the way I phrased it, I feel like it kind of sounds very, what's the word, like, oh, not everyone, like, egotistical, like, not everyone is nice as me. But no, I'm saying it in a way as, like, there are certain things that I would do that other girls don't do, and it's, like, so crazy to me. But I had to realize that, like, you know, not everyone was raised the same. You know what I mean? Like, not everyone has the same level of maturity or, like, kindness or, like, genuineness. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's my opinion on the whole situation. And when this whole drama happened, because y'all, I saw these videos literally back to back, and I literally had to log off TikTok. I was just like, bro, like, this is why I don't be on TikTok, like, because y'all really make a big deal out of everything to me, and I find it so weird. Like, no one owes you anything, people. No one, yes, it only takes 2 seconds to be nice, but at the end of the day, no one owes you anything. So I feel like going to the internet to cry about it was ultimately the cringiest thing you could have done, in my opinion. But maybe it's because I'm so over this era of, like, didn't we leave, like, crying on the internet back in, like, 2016? Like, you know, like, filming ourselves crying, like, okay. That is lesson one that I have to say today. Like, don't expect everything. Don't expect anything from anybody, y'all. Like, unless they are your friend or your partner, like, you shouldn't expect anything from any random person off the street. You shouldn't expect kindness from someone that you literally ridiculed their product and their brand for. But that's just me. That's just, I guess, common sense to me. So yeah, that's one thing I wanted to talk about. And then now let me pull up my phone to talk about the rest of my topics, y'all. So then now, let's see what I have. Lust. Oh my god, y'all. So I've been holding this in for a really long time, but I recently, like, exposed my feelings to my friends. One is a guy, one is a girl. And I feel like both of them really resonated with what I said. So I was like, okay, I just have to tell the public because I really don't understand it. So, like I said, I'm 22. And, you know, this past year I haven't really been dating. But I've been like, you know, if someone comes up to me, like, I'm down to explore. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dating is not really what I would like to do right now. But, you know, if someone approaches me, I'm not gonna flat out deny their advances or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm down. But y'all, like, I really do feel like sex is really, we are literally witnessing the effects of how sex is destroying our generation. I really do feel like we're seeing it, y'all. Like, and call me a prude for saying this, but no, like, I've been seeing the gradual buildup of, like, how much sex is being portrayed in our media, and I feel like it's really spilling over at this point, and it's getting, like, super scary to witness. I'm using my Danessa Myricks powder. I'm very excited to try this product. I've been wanting to try it for so long. I'm more so, look at this, y'all. Does this look like my shade? I feel like it looks a little dark, but we'll try to match it to my neck. Let's see, y'all. But actually, this is so random. Oh my god, How do y'all use your hands? Like, I'm very scared. Like, do people use their hands for this? I'm very confused on what to do right now. Oh, this is pretty dark. Oh well, I'm about to get tan anyway. But anyway, y'all, so I wanted to talk about how much I feel like sex is really destroying our generation. Like, it's just been kind of weird, like, seeing the gradual buildup of how much sex is being portrayed in our media, and just listening to men, especially with like their advances to me, is just super weird lately. Okay, so it all started when, like, I'm gonna be honest, y'all, let me spill some tea. So this guy approached me, right? And off rip, he's like, oh, he pretty much wants to be a situationship. And I was like, not interested, because we just met. Like, we just met. Like, why would I want to do that with you when I don't know you? So I shut down his advances pretty quickly. Like, pretty quickly. No, actually, like, during our first, like, serious conversation, I was like, yeah, no. And from there on, it was just kind of weird, because, you know, obviously we would still talk, and I'm thinking, like, it's cool, funny, haha. But I was like, the more we would continue talking, the more he would continue bringing it up. I was like, dude, like, I really had to kind of be mean. And I was like, dude, like, why do you think I would be interested in doing anything with you when we haven't even spoken for like a month? Like, it's actually quite concerning. And it just got like a little weird, because like, I was telling one of my friends how, like, this isn't the first time that this has happened to me, but I'm just really tired of being lusted over. Like, and oh my god, not gonna lie, the shade, I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I feel like it matches kind of well. It's pretty dark, but this is very weird. But I'm really like jumping over the place with this story. But basically, like, I just feel like a lot of the guys that has been trying to approach me lately has been like completely like just full of lust. And it's just so weird, because it's like, granted, yes, I am in my 20s, like, I'm expected to like go through this, and I do, like, I'm Jamaican, so I do have a very nice figure, I'm not gonna lie. Like honestly, like, me and Megan Thee Stallion, like, we should link up. Like, I feel like, girl, we would shut the whole world down. But it's just super weird how, like, all of the men that have been approaching me has only inquired about that. And I know that you guys could argue, like, oh my god, please, actually, don't even comment this, like, it's the way I'm dressing in, is this and this, that. No, like, literally, I will be wearing the most, like, normalest outfit ever, and it's like, this one guy will come up to me and be like, just staring at my boobs, and I'm like, mind you, I'm not even showing them, just automatically eyes gravitate towards them, and I'm just like, okay. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, it's just been super weird. It's been a really weird experience, like, openly dating in your 20s, and then now having to worry about these situationship demons, like, bothering you every turn you get. And it's like, you have the ones that are very open about it, that's like off rip, like, I want to do this, and then you have the ones that are kind of manipulative and will lead you on thinking that, like, they want a relationship when really they want that. And it's like, okay, I just don't understand why they feel like they're entitled to a piece of your body, excuse me, when I don't even know you. I don't know you. Like, I was so baffled. Like, I literally kept asking him, like, you keep bringing up friends with benefits with me, but what benefit am I getting? What benefit am I getting? Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand. Like, someone please help me understand. Like, I really don't understand it. This is the e.l.f. blush, and I really don't like these products. Whoever lied about these products, like, these are not good. Like, the pigmentation is good, but the formula is super bad. And I really hate that people, like, lied about this. But yeah, like y'all, like it's just getting like super weird. And I say that to say, now going back to the main topics at hand, is that like that's just an example in my personal experience, but I just see like a lot of stuff being posted on social media about how like it seems like a lot of it seems like a lot of women collectively are just getting super tired of these situationship demons, and we are just kind of like taking our worth by choosing to just simply not date and engage in abstinence. But it really sucks because, you know, like for example, I consider myself like a pretty like openly sexual person. Like shoot, I be chopping it up on FaceTime like in the grocery store, y'all. But like it's super weird at the same time to like witness how so many women are just slowly turning away from sex, and it's simply because like men have just been getting so weird about their advances lately. Like I don't know. I don't know. And then you could also blame it on a lot of things. And I feel like the number one thing to blame it on is literally the media. Like, it is so crazy to me how normalized sex is in our media. And now let me go back and talk about this, y'all. So I recently watched Sinners. I'm gonna be honest, I did not like the movie. I feel like I'm the only person, I have been told I am the only person that does not like the movie. I thought the movie was pretty corny, and I'm gonna do a full in-depth review about it probably later on, because I know this is a very like bold thing to say because everyone loves the movie so much, but I was the only one that didn't really understand, like, yeah, like, okay. And during the movie, funny enough, there was 3 sex scenes in it, and I was just kind of like, everything was sexy that happened. I was just kind of like, why? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it is, but like I've been just noticing like a trend, an ongoing trend of like a lot of like sex scenes being portrayed in movies, and they do absolutely nothing for the plot. Granted, there is nothing wrong with a sex scene in a movie. I am not saying that, but I just feel like in such a serious movie like Sinners, well, in what they were trying to portray as such a serious but also like comedic movie, a lot of the sex scenes personally felt out of place. And looking back at it, like I would argue like the sex scenes, it was kind of like, here's something for the men that like BBW, and here's something for the men that like white women, and here's something for the women that like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just like, why there's so much sex? Why? And when I left the movie, like, cause I watched it with my friend, I was complaining to my friend how like, am I being a prude by saying this? Or did we like, or am I just being like, dude, like, what was like, they would like, if they had taken out the sex scenes out of the movie still would have been trash to me. I'm gonna be honest, the movie still would have been trash to me. So it literally added absolutely nothing to the movie to me, and I'm just super confused as to like why. And I just feel like I've been noticing that a lot lately, like, and a lot in our media. Like, it's just like there's this push of sex, and I just don't understand it. Another thing I need to complain about, like, pertaining to sex, like, I'm telling, the social media. Like I said earlier, my favorite social media app to use is Instagram. And the reason why I like Instagram a lot is because my algorithm is really good. My algorithm is really good. My Explorer feed is exactly how I want it to be. But every like, I don't know why, but like every so often I'll get like a thirst trap in my Explorer feed, right? And I'll be like, that's funny. And I'll literally click on it and click see less like this, because no, I don't want to see that. Like, no. But I just find it weird how like every once in a while it'll still appear in my feed. And like I said, I was having this conversation with 2 of my friends. Both of them, honestly, this is off topic, but if you guys ever want to do like a fun little game with your friends, I recommend swapping y'all phones to see each other Explorer feeds. And I feel like your Explorer feed kind of tells you a lot about you. But I'm telling y'all, like, Instagram's algorithm is really nice, because I did this swap with my friend group one day, And it was just really funny, like just seeing like how everyone's explore feed is so different. Like one of my friends, he has a dog and his explore feed is just full of like funny dog videos, and it's just like, dude, and mine is just full of like random makeup videos. Like that's all I watch all day, like makeup videos. So like I said, I talked to my friends about this, and all three of them have very different, distinct explorer feeds, and all of them have said that they've also experienced getting a random thirst trap in their feed, and they've also said like, hey, like, you know, see less like this, and for some reason it still is pushed on their feed. Like, someone explain that. Like, Instagram, I'm gonna need you to come here and explain that. Like, the CEO of Instagram, please explain, because how did this keep creeping in? And then, like I said, this is just me and my experience using Instagram, but like we all know, like Twitter been geeked out, but lately I feel like it's been even worse. Like there'll literally be people posting like at the crack of dawn, like, oh, I want this big fat cock. Like, girl, did you even brush your teeth? Did you even brush your teeth? Like, there will literally be people posting the most like lustful content on Twitter at the crack, and you look at the time, because some of them, it'll be showing the time and it'll be like, girl, did you even like say good morning to your, did you like wake up, wash your body, brush your teeth, like say good morning? Like, can I get a good morning at least? Like, dang. But it's just getting like super weird, y'all. Like, it's really getting weird. And then I'm gonna include this video here, but I also find it very weird how, like, I feel like a lot of guys nowadays have a porn addiction and they don't realize it. Especially with the amount of, like, content that they're consuming, that, especially, do y'all remember, like, there was a time where, like, kids content were really popular, and, like, some of the kids content videos were just very, like, low-key freaky, and it was like, what the hell? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of guys nowadays low-key have a porn addiction, but they don't realize it. And like I said, I'm gonna include the video, but there was this one video I watched of this TikTok, and this guy was saying how he's like, what, like 6'6", 6'5", and excuse me, a lot of guys, their first question to him will literally be, oh, do you use your height as an advantage to look down at girls' boobs? And I'm very happy that he was socially conscious enough to like realize, like, you're weird. And it's so funny because the guy in the video also said that like he has never thought about that ever, until a lot of guys, like, it wasn't just one guy, it was numerous guys have asked him this, and it was like, what the hell is wrong with y'all? Like, what is wrong with y'all? It's getting bad, y'all. Like, it's really getting bad. And I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna sound like an old head, but I low-key feel like this all stemmed from WAP. This all stemmed from WAP. Because looking back at WAP, right, when the whole controversy was happening, I was in high school when that song dropped, and I very much was pro WAP. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because I was on the side of a lot of people, a lot of liberals that were saying, like, at the end of the day, this is sexual empowering music for women. So if you don't want to listen to it, then just don't listen to it. But looking back at it, that song was literally pushed everywhere. Like, a lot of the conservatives were saying, like, what about the kids? What about the kids? And, you know, a lot of people would push back by saying, like, technically, how would kids have access to this music? Y'all, looking back at it, kids did have access to that music. It's not like, back in my day, YouTube used to be, like, age restricted. And they were very strict about their age restriction. And I know YouTube still has that feature now. But honestly, like, the last time I went on age restricted YouTube, it was still pretty lax to me. Like, I don't know. I just feel like age restricted YouTube is definitely like way different from how I remembered it back when I actually used to use age restricted YouTube back then. But I digress. But yeah, like, WAP was literally the #1 video trending on YouTube at one point. And then not only that, I literally remember, because my mom used to listen to the radio a lot, like, you know, like in Florida, like, your parents used to listen to the radio. That song would literally play on the radio. And how can you guys argue and say, like, oh, like, at the end of the day, the song isn't meant for kids, so like kids just shouldn't be in spaces where they're allowed to listen to it. But how is a song like that allowed to play on the radio? I don't care that it was censored. Like, isn't that kind of like weird? And then even like let's take it a step further. Why was WAP performed at the Grammys? Like, hold on, let me Google this, y'all. Like, in general, the Grammys is considered PG. So that means that kids, because the Grammys at the end of the day, like, I literally remember watching the Grammys with my parents growing up, you know what I mean? And it's like, we were literally pushing that song to be in children's spaces, technically. Like, looking back at it, like, I'm really changing my opinion on this song. And I'm not saying that, like, I'm against the song still hits, but I just find it really funny because in general, like, we were just saying how, like, at the end of the day, if you don't want your kids to hear it, then they'll put them in positions to hear it and all this other hoopla. But at the same time, our media was simultaneously pushing it to be in spaces that they weren't supposed to be in. I really do feel like we just need to be a little bit more socially conscious about the media that we consume. And one of those types of medias is literally sex. Like, back in the day, you could also argue how, like, you would have to go through hoops just to be able to see material like that. Like, y'all remember, like, you know, like those old school movies when they would buy DVDs, and they would have to, like, go into the DVD shop, and they had to go into, like, a whole separate room just to see, like, you know, rated R films and, like, porn films and stuff like that. And, you know, like, it was just always a running joke how, like, you would have to ask for the secret stash to, like, be able to have access to things like that. But now it's so accessible. I'm sure that the effect of a lot of these sex that keeps coming into our feed and stuff is going to affect these children soon. And me personally, I feel like it's already affecting a lot of the men. And like I said, so I'm in my 20s, so I feel like a lot of the men that I'm dating in my 20s is experiencing it now. So I can only imagine these younger kids and these teenagers, like, what they're going through. Like, I can't. It's really treacherous for us out here, y'all. Like, it's really treacherous. And it's like I said, I see why so many women are, y'all keep saying celibacy, it's actually abstinence. I see why a lot of women are practicing abstinence now, because it's like, it's so hard to find, like, a genuine person. And at the end of the day, if you guys are into casual sex, that is completely fine. This is not a anti-casual sex. Shoot, who you telling? Like, I am not against that at all, but it's just like, I don't know, just be mindful. And not everyone is down and open to things like that. And I think in my next life, maybe I'll turn into, like, a full-fledged, like, I don't know, like, you know, like, maybe I will honestly ask me this question in a couple years and watch how I'll slowly revert to being approved. Because if I feel this way now, I just know it's gonna get worse. Like, I really cannot see this getting any better for us guys. I really cannot. Like, the sex is literally infecting y'all brains. Like, doesn't Kendrick Lamar have a song called Lust? Like, y'all need to listen to that, because he literally talks about how bad, like, that is really affecting him as a man, and that caused him to cheat on his partner. So be mindful of that, y'all. Okay, let me see what else I have. But yeah, my camera keeps overheating, so let me, like, rush it a little bit. Let's talk about the Met Gala. So the Met Gala was yesterday by the time I'm filming this, and honestly, I was extremely worried about this Met Gala, y'all. Like, I really did think that it was gonna be cultural appropriation galore. Like, to me, like, I'm gonna be honest, I felt like I didn't really understand the theme at first, but now, as I, you know, researched it a little bit more, I'm like, okay, I understand the theme now. But I still knew that, like, there would be at least one person to, like, cultural like appropriate. Like, I felt it coming in my blood, and somebody did. I don't know her name, but I'm not even gonna give her the the clout, but like she came wearing a do-rag, like, girl. I'm surprised I didn't see Billie Eilish. I did not see Billie Eilish's look. Like, hold on, let me Google if she actually went, because this is kind of weird, because I remember a lot of people on Twitter were like laughing like this is gonna be Billie Eilish's time to shine, but I didn't see her look at all. Oh, she didn't attend. And you know what's funny? You know what's funny? Wow, I feel like it's a really good thing that she did not attend. Like, I really do feel like it was a good thing that she didn't attend. Apparently she's still on her Europe tour, so that's why she didn't attend. Oh well, good riddance. I'm sorry, like, I just knew it was gonna be some hot mess if she were to attend the Met Gala. I'm gonna be honest, like, and I'm not saying this in terms of like her looks not being, no, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be a hater. Like, no, like, I'm tired of seeing her in her little, because it's in between like Adam Sandler core and just ripping off like 90s style. And quite frankly, like, am I saying that she is doing wrong by dressing like that? No, but I don't like it, so I don't care for it. So she didn't need to attend. I'm sorry, but I say that to say, the Met Gala looks from yesterday, they were good, but I expected a little bit more. Like, I felt like a lot of the outfits were a little too simple. Like, the only ones that made my like jaw like drop was Tiana Taylor. I definitely feel like she definitely had one of the best looks of the night, and I love the color. Another complaint I have is that this theme, this tailoring to, so this theme led to a lot of people doing the safe route of like suits, of course, because that's basically like the main theme of it. But I just felt like it was a little boring how there wasn't any color. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Tiana Taylor, I'm very happy that she went with red. It was a very big statement, but I just found it kind of boring because, like, in part of like not having a lot of color, I didn't see any references to like pimp culture. Because when you think about it, like, think about like the pimp named Slim Black, y'all. Like, that is literally him down, Taylor down, suit down. Like, I just felt like they went a little too safe with it. Like, where's the pop of color? Like, what happened to like the big suits with the color? Like, that was also, you could also argue that's on theme with this dandy theme. Like, you know what I mean? So I just felt like the people that just wore like regular black, plaid, gray, it was just a little bit boring. Like, y'all really could have went over with this theme, but y'all didn't. But I really admired everyone that wore pieces that had a little bit of color to them. Like I said, my personal favorites was Tiana Taylor's. I really like Doja's. Honestly, anyone who wore Marc Jacobs and Chanel that night, like, I'm gonna put them on the screen, both Marc Jacobs and Chanel, y'all ate down. Y'all ate down. Y'all ate. Like, especially Marc Jacobs. Like, Marc Jacobs had everyone's style to the T. Louis Vuitton, disappointed me. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like their looks was pretty lazy. I have no thoughts about that one Korean girl's look. It's so funny because technically I know her name, but I'm blanking on it, and I don't care to Google who she is. I'm just gonna include the picture here. But she is going viral right now because she had an outfit with famous or notable black people on her coochie. And you know what? Like, I feel like I can't even blame her for it, because it's like, who signed off on that? And you know who did? Pharrell. Because wasn't that a Louis Vuitton piece? Like, so Pharrell did that and like saw it and co-signed it. I'm kind of confused why Pharrell co-signed that. Like, yes, she probably did have her own stylist per se, but it was an LV look, so he kind of gave her the pieces to wear. Speaking of LV, Sabrina Carpenter's look, a lot of people are talking about it. I felt like it was pretty boring. Where is her stockings? Sabrina Carpenter is known for stockings. Where's her stockings? Like, I felt like this look would have been really cute if she had a pair of stockings on, like a pair of stockings, or maybe like a Gaultier belt, like, you know, like where is her accessories? Like, it just really sucks because I've seen my girl serve a look, and I think it's because she was working with LV. Like, for real, I don't know what you are doing to the girlies, but you are destroying their image. Stop, you're destroying their image. Like, because I know these girls can serve a lot more, and I'm gonna include the LV girls that I'm talking about, but like, LV did not serve. And let me end off with the note of Doechii. I want to hear y'all opinion on Doechii's outfit because I have nothing to say. I felt like it was pretty boring, and I expected so much from her. So I really don't know what to say. I just think, going back to my original critique, how I felt like a lot of people played it too safe this year. You know what I mean? Like, a little too safe. And I feel like Doechii's one of them. Like, because I've seen Homegirl pull a look, and that look was pretty boring, but LV co-signed her, so maybe she was just supposed to be like a statement of LV. Who knows? But that's my opinion on the Met Gala, y'all. I felt like there should have been more color. More colors. Some people's outfits weren't tailored enough, but more canes. More grills. Like, I'm sorry, but let's get ghetto. Let's get ghetto, y'all. Like, what happened to getting ghetto? Like, not everything has to be classy. Like, let's get a little ghetto. That's what I think about the Met Gala. Oh, and of course Nikki's look 8. And what was she wearing? Marc Jacobs. I'm telling y'all, like, Marc Jacobs is literally becoming my favorite designer. Like, I might get some Marc Jacobs inspired nails next, honestly. Oh, and the last thing I wrote down is, low-key, I felt like it was kind of boring how no men pull up in a skirt. Think about it, y'all. Like, the pantsuit with a skirt, and no men attempted that. Like a tailored skirt. Why not? Like a kilt. Why didn't no man attempt that? I think A$AP Rocky did with like jeans, but no, like, I wanted to see a look of this guy. I don't know, I don't care who it was, but I felt like that was a missed opportunity for it to be like a really big statement, to have like a tailored skirt with the suit under. A lot of women did it, but no men did it, and I found it kind of boring. The last thing I wanted to talk about is, because this is a very, 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 very overdrawn out topic, so I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I want to talk about being a party girl in an era where, like, it's either partying sucks or no one wants to party anymore. And I see it like a lot on Twitter now. Like, a lot of people are complaining about how they don't, like, it's, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like, it's a lot of people like my age in their 20s saying that, like, they don't want to go to the clubs anymore because it's like boring. Like, they rather be in the house. Like, we are really witnessing like our generation being like so like homebodies, and I find that so boring. And granted, like, I do understand the perspective of like everything is expensive now. Like, we are literally, like, Gen Z, I feel like we're literally witnessing like the worst shit ever. Like, honestly, I mean, I feel like millennials do take the cake, but like Gen Z is close second. Like, I feel like we're literally so becoming so like self-conscious that, like, or just aware of like everything that's happening around us, to the point where like we don't even want to spend money because we know, is that money really coming back? Like, is it really? Like, I don't know. But I really do feel like I'm in this era of my 20s where I want to be a party girl. Like, I like going out, I like having fun. Like, I love fun. In the words of Ramonte, like, yes, I love fun. And it just sucks because, like, I find it so hard nowadays to find like genuine people to like want to go out and stuff. And it's like those people that do want to go out, it's like, I don't know, like, they're a little boring. Like, by 9, it's like they want to be in their bed, they want to be grandma. And trust, like, I am the queen of being a grandma. Like my bedtime is 10 on a normal regular day. My bedtime is 9 to 10 p.m. But you know, on the days where I'm out, shoot, I rarely go out, so I'm gonna be out until the crack of dawn. Like no lie. Like if you party with me, we'll be out until 7 a.m. hitting the afters. But at the same time, it's like no one wants to enjoy going to the clubs anymore, and I want to change that so bad. Like I'm telling y'all, like when I'm rich, I will save club culture. Because I really could go on this whole full like tangent rant about how I feel like the reason why club culture has died down is because there's no Waka Flocka or Gucci Mane type music anymore. Go. Y'all, like my camera keeps overheating, so I feel like it's telling me to shut up, but I won't shut up. Anyway, so here's the list of things that I feel like is why club culture sucks for our generation. One, like I said, I feel like there isn't any music nowadays that gets released that's like, man, like, you know, when you hear it, you're like, man, I can't wait to dance to this in the club. You know what I mean? Like, the last song that made me feel that way was literally like Charlie XCX's Brat album. Like, that was the last album that I heard. And mind you, I rarely listen to pop, where I was like, oh my god, like I really want to hear this like when I go to my next Boiler Room set, you know what I mean? Like that's what I feel. But when it comes to like rap music, I haven't heard a rap song in a really long time where I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait to dance to this in the club. Like the last song that I felt that way about was Rich Baby Daddy, I feel like. And that song, y'all, it's been like a while since that song dropped. Like it's kind of freaky like how much time is moving. But yeah, like I feel like there's not a lot of club songs. Like I feel like a lot of the songs that they do play in the club are like kind of like emo. Like I'm sorry, but that Low Shimmy guy, I don't understand hearing his music in the club. I don't. His music's kind of giving like Rod Wave, but like mumble jumble rap. And I don't understand. I don't understand why that should be allowed to play in the club. And like I don't know, like I don't really see the point of it. Like it kind of scares me. Like I don't know, like, it kind of scares me. It really does. I'm not gonna lie. Women having to pay to get in the club, I don't understand that. I don't understand why women are paying to get in the club. DC nightlife, I'm looking at you because I have never experienced this in any other city but DC. And I would argue it's the beauty standards here, but no, I think it's just because like it is so normal. Well, first of all, I find it weird how like the women here don't really fight back. Like, excuse me, like why are women openly willingly opening their purse to pay to get in the club? No, like in Miami, no, we are walking away. Like why are we paying to get in the club, ladies? Like trust. Like I really feel like people don't understand that. Like when I tell them, like every time I go down to Miami, because I'm originally from South Florida, like I don't spend a dime when I'm down there. And please do not accuse me of selling cat. I don't. Trust me, if I was selling cat, where's my Chanel bag? I don't pay to do any type of clubbing or anything in Miami. And it's so crazy to me that like there are beautiful women in the DMV that pay. And I need y'all to realize that like y'all need to know y'all worth. Like this shouldn't be okay. This shouldn't be normalized. Us beautiful sexy women should not have to pay to get in the club. But then it's also like you could also argue about how the nightlife is also now slowly starting to cater to men, and that's the real problem with clubbing nowadays, y'all. Like the fact that nightlife is now catering towards men, and I think it's because now men are the majority of the ones that are spending money to just go for clout, instead of like back in my day, like they would I say back in my day, like I was able to experience these club like, unfortunately, I was not able to experience the club in its prime, and it makes me so sad. But from the stories that I've heard, like, you know, men are paying to go into these spaces to be with the beautiful, hot, sexy women. But now, when you go into the club, it's a sausage party. What the heck? And it be them posted up in sections and stuff. Like, I just don't understand. I don't get it, y'all. Like, but it's really getting spooky. Y'all not really making it enjoyable for the woman either. Like, the club promoters and the club owners, like, y'all are not making it enjoyable for us either. And I really do hope, like, one day I meet, like, a sugar daddy or a trick to help me plan this club idea. Because I'm telling y'all, like, when I start my own club, it's gonna change the world, y'all. Chickens. Endless chickens. Like, bro, I'm telling y'all, like, I'm gonna change club culture. And I just want everyone that right now is doubting club culture, I want y'all to just give me a couple years. Just give me a couple years, y'all. Like, just give me a couple years and I will change your opinion on club culture, because I'm gonna bring it back. Like, no, like, it just sucks because I'm slowly starting to feel like, okay, maybe should I start partying with the white people? But white people kind of scare me, y'all. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they kind of scare me. Like, I don't want to be surrounded by coke. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be put in spaces like that. Like, that's scary. But it's like, white people know how to have fun. And I feel like right now, like, even when you enter the club scene, it just isn't fun anymore. Because I really hate when people are like, oh, the reason why the club culture is dying is because we're so obsessed with our phones now and the image. No, because you literally see, like, white clubs and they're still having a ball even when they're recording and shit. I just feel like it's more so like the people that are going nowadays, like, if you aren't going to have fun, then just stay home, in my opinion. Like, I feel like, well, like I said, maybe it's because y'all pay to get in why people act like this. But I don't know. I just feel like if you're going to a club to just stand there and judge other people, nigga, you're weird. You're lame. Like, you're lame. Like, because every time me and my friends go to the club, we are dancing. We are having a ball. We are bouncing off the wall. Like, we are having a really good time. And shoot, if someone... And a lot of people... I saw this one tweet that was like, yeah, this is why I don't like going to the clubs, because people be recording other people dancing and blah, blah, blah. How can we feel comfortable? Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Like... This is gonna sound so mean, but like, because technically, yes, it is illegal. Like, do not record people without their consent. But who the fuck cares? Who cares that, like, you are being recorded dancing and having a great time, having a ball? Like, yes, like, even, like, who really cares? Like, and it really sucks that, like, at the end of the day, like, I see both sides. Like, yes, people should not be recording others without their consent. But at the same time, it's like, you just have to simply accept the fact that we're in this era where everybody has their phones out. Some people are boring. So if someone wants to be jealous of you and wants to record you having a ball with your friends and having an amazing time, then oh well. Like, and if it goes viral, you better find the video and tag yourself under the video and be like, yes, bitch, this was me. I had 20 shots and I was dancing off the walls and I was having a good time. And that's fine. And then I'm telling you, like, the crowd will follow, because I will be replying to your comment and being like, yes, girl, you had an amazing time. I don't know why the fuck this bitch even posted you. And then boom, like, that's it. I sound crazy. But yeah, like, at the end of the day, like, I really could care less when I think about, like, oh, people's percent. Like, it's weird because it's like, you guys are arguing that, oh, all people go to clubs for is for this image now and for the aesthetic and to post themselves and just be posted up in the corner. But then you're also simultaneously scared to be, like, recorded and, like, judged for dancing. You're at a club. Have fun. But yeah, that's my opinion on a lot of stuff. I think I want to stay matte. Y'all, like, I feel like, low-key, I want to go back into doing 2016 makeup and unfortunately I will never be able to equivalent to 2016 makeup again, because I love blush so much. Like, I really do love blush so much, y'all, that like I don't think I can ever fully ever do 2016 makeup, because 2016 is like no blush. But I love blush. Like, I am the blush blindest queen. Like, I will literally layer blush on my face. Like, I find that my face is super cutesy with it, and I really don't care. But I am starting to like low-key like the no highlighter look. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to my podcast. Like I said, my name is Jalissa, and you're listening to the No I Will Not Shut Up podcast, because I always got shit to say. But yeah, I really wonder what I'm gonna post about next time, because like I said, I posted this rant on a whim. Yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, club culture will be saved once we start making women the prize again. But it sucks because a lot of men don't think that anymore. So the only way for club culture to be saved is if I put on my cape and I make my own club. So stay tuned for that, y'all. The more likes and subscriptions that we get, y'all, the closer we would get to saving club culture. Because I will be making the most amazing club for you guys. Think about it. And the chickens. Think about the chickens. Like, think about all of the amazing chickens that we will get once all of this pays off. Right? So yeah, this is my finished face with all of the new products I use. Well, I think this was all of the new products I bought. I mainly just bought a lot of skincare items, but the Danessa Myricks powder, wait, is this even considered, wait, I keep calling it a powder, it's a balm. The Danessa Myricks balm, Yummy Skin Balm, I really like it. I really like it. I was very scared about the shade range at first, but it ended up matching my skin really well. I will say my face is very matte because I'm an oily skin girl, so I definitely need to post like an update, or like in my next video I'll post like an actual review to see how long the wear test is, because I did layer it with a lot of powder just because I do not like how balmy it was looking at first. But I mean, it's supposed to apparently dry as a powder, so maybe that's why my face ultimately looks so matte. This, I'm not gonna lie, I tried this first underneath the House Labs foundation, and I felt like my makeup was separating a little bit. Because I wore it out to work and I felt like my makeup was separating, and I feel like it could have been that because that was the only new product I had used in my routine that day. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for listening to my tangent, y'all. Be sure to tune in for my next episode of the No I Will Not Shut Up podcast by yours truly. Next time I'll try to have more organized thoughts and rants together, but I feel like this was a pretty okay first episode. As a perfectionist, I'm satisfied with this. Not satisfied that I don't have a lip combo on, but my camera is about to die. So yeah, bye y'all.